Good evening. Gemma Vaness with ABC News. It took almost 4 decades for Chris Dawson to be taken into custody, and less than 2 weeks later he'll walk free on bail over the alleged murder of his first wife. The 70-year-old has denied killing Lyn Dawson, who disappeared from their Northern Beaches home 37 years ago. Police reporter Mark Reddie joins us from Silverwater Prison. Mark, when will Chris Dawson be released?
Gemma, Chris Dawson could be released from Silverwater Prison as early as tomorrow. The former high school teacher has to come up with $1.5 million to secure his release on bail, and that will involve mortgaging his Coolum property on the Sunshine Coast and also his brother's home at Dural in Sydney's northwest. Once that happens, he plans to return home to spend Christmas with his family. In handing down his decision today, Magistrate Robert Williams said the Crown case was not a weak case, but that if bail was refused, the 70-year-old would have to spend 15 months in custody prior to trial, and that he essentially needed that time to prepare. He also said the former rugby league player had no criminal history or matters of any violence, and that strict bail conditions would ensure that he wouldn't be a flight risk. Outside court today, his lawyer, Greg Walsh, spoke of his client's relief. Let's take a listen.
Oh, naturally, being in prison has been a very difficult thing, to be locked up 24 hours a day. I'm not seeking sympathy for him, but he hadn't been in custody before. There were threats, there are ongoing threats, and that's a very stressful situation to be in.
And Mark, what are the conditions of his bail?
Well, as well as coming up with that huge amount of money to secure his release, Chris Dawson won't be allowed to go any further than 20 kilometres from his Coolum home. It's there he will live with his wife. Now, he'll also have to surrender his passport and report to police daily, but perhaps more significantly, he must not contact any witnesses in this very lengthy investigation. The matter returns to court in February next year.
Police reporter Mark Reddie.